Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Love coming out of you makes you happy. The whole world can love you, but that love will not make you happy. What will make you happy is to share all the love you have inside of you. That is the love that will make the difference. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 106, NASDAQ down up 23, S&P's up 9.5, gold contract down $23, trading at $1,719 an ounce. Silver off 28 cents at $33.69 an ounce. Platinum down $6 at $1,604 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.52 a pound. Light sweet crude off 49 cents at $86.69 a barrel. Bonds up 7 ticks, trading out at 151.03. King dollar down 10 ticks at 80.33. Euro down 4 at 129. The yen's trading out there at 81.97. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? S&Ps get down to 1385. Reject that lower price. Close at 1409. Now, this is what you have, folks. What we have here is that when we were downtown there, you came down with expanded volume. What you have, the way this looks real bullish, but guess what? It's not. This is a last engulfing on the way up. You never want to see a candlestick charting pattern like this on the way up. And what it is specifically is if you have this down at the bottom, it's cool. When you already made the trend up, it's not there. Now, what we have is this. You're going into the downtrend of the 7th, and as you're going into that baby, you have dramatically lighter volume versus how we came down. If you want to take a look at the SPY, we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see with this. With the SPY, what you have is this. We hit a low out here today of 139. We did 166 million shares. That's after hitting highs out there with 65 million shares. So bottom line, can it close up that gap? Yeah, it can close up the gap at about 142.13. But bottom line, there's nothing here, okay? Wild turnaround. No two ways about that. Dow Industrials. Same setup in the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow is this. Dow gets down to 12,765. Has a 220-point turnaround, okay, from highs to lows. Same setup, however. That's a last engulfing, always looks bullish. They're bearish setups. That's the bottom line, folks. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite's really interesting, and this is why. Composite is the same setup, exact same setup. The difference is that inside that Composite out here today, it was all about, instead of being all about Apple, let me show you inside the NDX 100 for a second because it's pretty amazing. Inside the NDX 100, the NDX 100, folks, was up 23 points. Well, 27 of the 23, guess what, was Green Mountain, okay? Bottom line, we go over to the 3 Qs. You take a look at the 3 Qs, and what do you have with the 3 Qs? The NDX 100, you basically hit a low out there at 64.25, rejected it. Had 36 million shares, way too many shares. Now, can it go close up the gap at the 65.46, 65, what is that, 66.17? Yeah, I can, which is about another 50 cents. But there's not juice here. Absolutely zero juice. Now, correlations, and this is the part that's screaming out here, folks. We're going to go over the bond market. So watch what the bond market did. Bond market got to a price point of 151.25. Now, it didn't hold price. This is a 30-year bond. Did not hold price. We had 550,000 contracts traded. When you get to a high and it doesn't hold price and you have the juice behind it, you go right back upside, folks. That's how basically markets trade. So what I expect you're going to see here, and this here is a big one. The reason, well, it's this, and we're going to go to gold, so we can show you both instances. This one here, you're saying bonds are going to be right back top side. That's the inverse correlation of the S&P. Gold contracts. We had gold out here. Whoever threw this trade off, they made a fortune, folks. Gold contract came down, and 257,000 contracts. And I had heard earlier that would end up happening. And, the setup was there because if you remember, this is what ended up happening. You know, if you had listened yesterday, if you get the gold report, the bottom line is that you know what I was saying inside the gold report. And what happened, folks, is this, is that there was volume coming in the gold equities on the way down yesterday. This is early in the morning. This is 10:30 in the morning. I'm saying to myself, this is a trip. Okay? Well, bottom line is that this is how the trade got done. Someone came and bought either 12 to 15,000 puts in the gold market yesterday morning. That was the beginning of the trade. That was the first portion of the trade. Let's put it that way. Then I'm speculating the rest of this. Okay. Then what I expect that they did, they start hammering the gold equities after they put that trade on yesterday morning. Because what you had Gold Corp they were all getting hammered with volume. By the way, they were all ABC structures on the way down. It's not over yet. Then what do you have this morning? Well, what you have this morning, folks, so picture this. You already have the trade put on. You have the put position put on. Now, whoever put the put position on, this is a large trade because you had the put position. They start hammering the equities yesterday, and boom. What do? They nail the contract right at the get-go. They sell 15,000 contracts right off the bat. They take the market south. Now, gold, folks, huge ABC down. That's what it is. Big time, too. We're right now, the amazing part is that gold is 125-point ABC down, just as the S&P is. That's what it comes down to. So what you have is that we're at 17, 18 right now, and gold wants to trade back into that 16, 25 area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go to Tim in Johnson City. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, doing good.
Cool, man.
I wanted to look at GLW is one stock that I've owned for a while. I just want to know whether I should dump it.
Yeah, you should.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's go through it. No, you definitely want to dump it, man. Okay, let's take a look at it. We got Corning, folks, okay? Bottom line, Corning, the low's 10, the high's 15. This is the last year. The PE's 9. And the reason I was so quick on that, folks, is that when you have volume that comes off the highs, which this did, okay, this is that high of $13. The stock blew away downtown with 45 million shares, gets to a low out here at 10. And then what it did, big expansion yesterday, okay, 42 million shares, but you're going against 45 million. But watch this. When we put this, I'm going to put this back 2 years. And what you're seeing when you put it back 2 years, all this is a consolidation, and you know, it's not worth the shot because right now, Corning is building well, actually, right now, Corning was really a complex ABC structure on the way down. And the A point on this is 22, the B is 11, and, you know, it's saying, okay, it's a $5 stock, man, so it's dangerous, you know. And the way you decipher that, folks, is this. Every time, you're going to see every time when it's hitting lows, the first low that it hit out here, we'll go back. The first low, 134 million, October of 07. July of 2012, 94 million. Comes back down, let's see, October, 112 million. Yeah, you know, your upside is really minimal on this. Your upside, yeah, you can get 14. But where the problem comes with this, Tim, is that this is an equity that can absolutely blow away and jump the creek on that ABC structure on the way down.
How low do you see it going?
$5. It's an ABC down to $5.
Hey, last question. I know I love technical analysis, and I know Santa Claus is bringing me your book, Timing the Trade,
yeah.
Price and Volume. Is that a good book? Like, I know how you can quickly look at something and see ABC and many ABC patterns within larger ABC. Is that a good book for me to get educated to where I can look at least, you know, halfway as much as you can? I mean, you've been doing it for a long time. But,
it is. It's a very clear. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so what happens is this. Inside the out of time in the trade, you'll be able to get the ABC structure it's clean, it's clear. The Gottlieb pattern's clean and clear. The quality volume is clear. What happens with the quality volume is that it can get subtle, okay? But to answer your question, yes, you'll absolutely be able to understand how these work. And what will happen is that it'll blow your mind, because when you really understand how a structure goes, meaning the ABC, you can't believe it. You just can't believe it, man. So, cooking, brother.
All right.
Have a great one,
Thank you.
man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.